Hello everyone, welcome back. I am here to show you how to get 100 tickets really quickly to build up a small cache that you can easily transfer between characters now that we have that new nifty feature on the World Within expansion. So Darkmoon Prize Tickets, like gold, can be transferred between characters now. You simply hit this transfer button and then you get a drop down list of all your characters that have the requisite tickets. And you can transfer them from those characters to whatever character you wish. Now at the moment I am working on trying to get 1,000 for the Darkmoon dirigible, the flying mount. And I want the a couple other things as well, such as the Darkmoon Zeppelin, the Darkmoon Dancing Bear, and the Darkmoon Hammer. These are things that I have not yet purchased because, number one, the dirigible, the flying mount, is 1,000 tickets. I mean, normally it would take forever before the War Within and the pre-launch expansion mechanics that were instituted into the game. You would have to get 1,000 tickets on one character. That can be pretty tough. You'd have to run the Darkmoon Faire again and again and again. And as you know, it's a limited time event. Not everybody can log on for 7 days to get these tickets. So anyway, if you come to the Darkmoon Faire when it is open, and you come to Galissa Sundew, you won't be able to see it now because I've already purchased it. But basically, if you fish up Darkmoon Daggermaw, 100 of them, either fish them up or you get crates or the bloated threshers, the sharks that have them in there. Basically, if you have 100 here on her storefront menu, usually on the second page, it would be here. I forgot to record before I purchased it. You'll see this item, a faded treasure map. And basically, this starts a quest chain that starts with this quest, Silas's Secret Stash. Find Silas's secret stash, and it will give you clues. And you follow each of the clues, and at the end, once you turn it in, you'll get some gold, you'll get 100 tickets, you'll get a couple other items as well. And here's the kicker. Since we can transfer between characters, if you do this, say for example you ran Miss of Pandaria Remix and you created a bunch of alts. I created 7. So if I take those 7 each through the Darkmoon Faire and I just fish up 100 Darkmoon fish, and then I come to Galissa and I buy that faded treasure map, that's 700 Darkmoon tickets. Now, that's in addition to the quest you can also get, because as you saw already, I have already 16 Darkmoon Prize tickets already. And that's because when you first get indication that the Darkmoon Faire is out, you'll get a starter quest. And in the starter quest, you'll get a Darkmoon game token, and you'll get the Darkmoon Adventurer's Guide, and you'll get a couple tickets just to get you started. So once you get to the Darkmoon Faire, depending on the profession that you might have, for example, she has tailoring and tailoring and skinning. So I had a quest to complete for skinning here at the Darkmoon Faire, and I had one to complete for tailoring. Those yielded a couple tickets each, and then there's a cooking quest also that you can pick up that will give you a couple tickets. So I did all those 3 quests, and that yielded the 16 tickets. Now once I finish Silas's quest, that will give me 116 on this character. And as you saw, I already had tickets on other characters. Like for example, I had transferred most of the tickets from my other characters to this alt here, Kill Ronin, and I can simply run all my alts that I want to through the Darkmoon Faire, as many as I want, to get to the amount that I want, transfer it to one character, and then that one character can buy whatever I wish. So I have a bunch of alts that I left one ticket on just so you can easily locate which character has actually been to the Darkmoon Faire, because here's the thing. You can only do Silas's quest one time. Once you pick it up from Galissa Sundew, you can only complete it once per character. Once it's done, you can never do it again on this character. So that's why I mentioned alts. Now, I won't go on too much longer, but basically, once you get the first clue and you open your bag, you're going to right click to read on the map that you've purchased, and it's going to give you a little clue. If the Darkmoon treasure you wish to find, then begin your search by using your mind. The next clue that can be found is on a home you can take out of town. Now, there are many videos on YouTube letting you know where all these clues, what are these clues, where can you find the items. I'm just going to run you through it. It's really, once you do it a couple times, you'll remember. So the first clue will take you over here to this little fishing barge. And we are going to dismount because it's a really tight squeeze. And you'll see this little bag here. So this is the first one. You get a damp note. And let's open our bag. We're going to close all the other bags so we don't have to keep opening and closing bags so we can read. Alright, now we're going to right click. Just move things around. Alright, so this is the damp note we just picked up. You found my note and an ocean breeze, but the next clue won't come with such ease. To find the spot where your hint hides, go to the place where 4 cats ride. Now we're going to mount up again. Uh-oh. Yep, I was in the tent. My bad. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we are going to the place where 4 cats ride. Now, when you first enter the Darkmoon Faire, you probably don't even notice it. There's so much to see, and you probably bypass it really easily. But basically, it's a sandbox with stationary animals in it, just like you would ride when you were a kid. So we are going to run back this way as fast as a crab can go. And here we are. So this is the sandbox, and this is our quarry. Alright. And this is a faded note. We're going to read it. Another note, another tease. It's enough to make you weak in the knees. You're almost there. Look for your next hint. Next to a fellow that was negligent. Alright, so we're going to mount up again. And we are going to go back this way. And we are looking for, there are animal pens back here on the left that we passed. And that's where we're headed. And we're going to pop in here. This guy is in here with a basilisk. And he's been petrified. So we want to read the note. Alright, third clue. To find the next, don't follow the signs. Just listen to the very next rhyme. What you seek is a penitent man, the smaller of 2, if you can. Alright, so we're going to mount up again. Darkmoon Faire is one of my favorite things to do in WoW. Doesn't matter what else is going on. I realize there's a new expansion out. We have a while to do everything in the new expansion. I will play it till I can't play it anymore, but Darkmoon Faire is one of those things I don't like to miss out. It's an easy way to get gold, easy way to get prizes, easy way to get mounts. It's just a fun time, and if you have friends or guildmates that you can come here with, it makes it even better. This is just a quick run through for me. I know what I want, and these are things that I've been putting off that are now more accessible to get due to the changes that have been made. So if you notice, this is the main path to Darkmoon. So you typically we come from this direction. We're not going that way. We're going behind these signs that line the path. And I will show you the one we're looking for. So if you come here, I'm going to dismount, because if you're on the path, you probably don't even notice it. Now the clue said, what you seek is a penitent man, the smaller of two, if you can. And if you notice, this guy is praying. So this is the one you want. And right below him, you will see just a mound of dirt. And we're going to click on that. And that was a moonlit note. All right. This is it, the final one. We hope you've had a lot of fun. You seek a sail, not white or black. It must be the color of Silas's hat. And if you don't know, Silas is basically the person who's putting on the Darkmoon Faire. And you'll see him walking around with the big ogre in tow, his bodyguard. Alright, so we are going to head back into the fair. And Darkmoon Faire, if you've never been here before, this is quite a view coming in. There's no flying on this island, so you are restricted to ground mounts or your own 2 feet. So we are going to head back to the beach, and there's Silas with his bodyguard, Berth. Silas Darkmoon. Alright, so now the clue mentions sails, so we're looking for a sailboat. You seek a sail, not white or black. It must be the color of Silas's hat. So we're just gonna squeeze through here. And when I first did this, I did a little research. As I was saying, there are videos on YouTube. Wowhead had good guides. And it just took a little while to find everything. And then once I did on that first character, it was a breeze to just simply repeat it. And again, now that the War Within has given us mechanics where we can transfer materials and gold and prize tickets and things like that between each character, it just makes it a lot easier to get the things you want a lot faster. So we are here on the outskirts of the island. You're going to pass this. And as you see, we're headed to this boat here on the left, this wreck. All right. And we are just going to swim over here. And you'll see the sparkles coming off the chest. Alright, Silas's secret stash is found. A great Darkmoon prize do you now seek, but be ye warned, it is not for the meek. Your very first clue to send you on this caper, you will find printed on the back of this paper. Find Silas's secret stash. That was the initial quest. We're going to hit accept. I don't know why it's doing that because I already accepted it, but you found my chest. You've done so great. Now sit back and take a break. Complete the quest. And you saw the initial rewards. You get a little bit of experience, 20 gold, 68 silver. That amount will change depending on your character's level. So we're going to swim back to shore. And I'll show you, for her, she is level 23. And this is his stash. So we get 100 prize tickets, Darkmoon Draught of Alacrity, Darkmoon Draught of Precision. You can use these if you want to. If it's a lower level character, it probably helps more than the higher level characters. But yeah, we're just going to accept those. And now, if you go to her currency tab, you'll see we have a total of 116 tickets. Now, just to be thorough, what did he say? Did he speak that? Oh, I thought he actually said words. He just made noise. Okay, so anyway, we're going to run back to the fair, and I will quickly show you the vendors that I am targeting. For mounts and cosmetics and heirlooms, Darkmoon is a great place to come if you have a little spare time. You can do a lot of fishing, which is really relaxing. Put on some background music or a video or a movie and just kind of zone out and fish. You can turn in prizes, turn in the fish for prizes and mounts and things of that nature. And if you have a little bit of time, and that's what I did on my first couple characters several years ago. And every time I have time when Darkmoon is back, I will do the same thing, like today. Alright, so we are almost there. We're going to squeeze through here. And I am looking for two different vendors. First and foremost, Laura, Pet and Mount. She does the pet and mount prizes. So Laura, as you can see, has the Darkmoon Dancing Bear. That's this mount over here. It is a ground mount. It's not a flying mount. Then you have the Swift Forest Strider. Let's see if I can. So this is the Swift Forest Strider. And Darkmoon Dancing Bear. What I am going after is the dirigible. And the Zeppelin, which is a toy. Not a toy, excuse me, a companion, pardon. So I want the dirigible, the Zeppelin, the bear from Lara. And if you come over to Gelvis,
Hey, how you doing?
from Gelvis, as you can see, he sells all kinds of things. What I want is this Darkmoon hammer. Let's see if I can view it. There we go. I want this. It's just a cosmetic. And it is a two-handed mace. So make sure your character that you're going to equip it on actually can use a two-handed mace, or you won't be able to have this appearance. And then I already have the cloak. That's the cloak. And there are a couple of things that you can pick up as well. There's toys, other companion pets. This storage box, if you are low on bags and you're just getting started, you can only have one Darkmoon storage box per character. Just so you're aware. And then these guys are also available for sale as well. And they're basically the sandbox mounts that we saw that were part of the whole puzzle chain. And that's it. Now there are other vendors here, of course, that you can visit. Like, for example, This is where I bought most of my heirloom gear.
Everything has a price.
And you can spend prize tickets instead of gold. You can get them from some of the major cities like Ironforge and Undercity. But if you have time and you have, as you've just done, completed that whole quest chain, if you have 100 tickets, easily you can get heirloom gear, and it does help with leveling because you don't have to worry about, scraping up good gear to go through dungeons or questing or anything of that nature. And it does scale, and if you're trying to level it up, you can upgrade it. So for a certain amount of tickets, you can buy an upgrade for whatever heirloom that you have. And I have most of these, as you can see, they're grayed out for me, which means I've already purchased them. It did take me a while over several characters. But yeah, you can still upgrade gear with these, and that's pretty much it where I go. These guys sell replica armor. For example, I don't think we have replica armor for monks actually.
What can I do for you?
Yep, it's blank.
See you soon.
But anyway, there are other booths you can visit, but those are the primary ones I'm focusing on. And again, that was Gelvis, Grimegate, Souvenir, and Toy Prizes. And then for pets and mounts, way over here, you have Lara. And that's it. And hopefully this video was helpful to you. The Darkmoon Faire ends on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So you have a couple days once this video goes up today to still take advantage of this new feature, courtesy of the War Within, to get a couple tickets and transfer it to the right character so that you can buy some cool pets and mounts and pick up some other gear. Hopefully this helps. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you for watching. Take care.